Incoming is a new R-rated high school comedy on Netflix, so today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. Four freshmen are faced with the greatest challenge of their young lives, their first high school party. This reminds me of a film that I would have watched probably every weekend when I was in middle school. I was all about those kind of comedies like Harold and Kumar, Euro Trip, the American Pie films. I watched them constantly. I thought they were absolutely hilarious. And I feel like this would fit in with those comedies. Incoming is nowhere near as good as those films. This style reminds me a lot of films like Superbad. We get your high school party. These teenagers try to go there and have a lot of fun, drink, get crazy. It just gives me that kind of vibe. I would have loved this film in middle school, but I need something a little more sophisticated. Incoming is not a bad film. I enjoyed this film a lot. It's very short, it's direct, it's straight to the point, it knows what it wants to be. It wants to be a high school comedy. You have characters that are very cliche. You have generic high school moments. The parties are getting out of control. These four friends don't fit in with the popular crowd, but somehow they become legends that night. Everything that you would expect from a high school comedy is within this film. And that's not a bad thing. I think that the film does work with some of the comedy. I think it could have been a little more raunchy. There wasn't many raunchy jokes throughout this film. There were jokes, but I feel like they could have went a little more extreme with them. You had your template for this film. You had your four friends, and there was a lot of drinking, girls that they liked. It could have been a film that really could have been wild. I feel like at times it was a mixture of Project X with Superbad, and with those elements you have a potential for a really good film. The comedy's there, but it could have been even funnier and more raunchy, and it would have been really wild. The cast in here is great. They feel like friends. Some of them have very similar personalities. They're a bit awkward and they don't know how to interact with the popular crowd. And then you have one friend who wants to show off. His brother is throwing a party and he calls it his own party. Very similar to other films you have seen before. But the chemistry does work for all of them as they get separated throughout the night, and few of them have to help a girl home. One of them is trying to connect with his crush. One of them is trying to impress another girl. You have all these different storylines that they do fit into this movie with its short runtime, and none of it really feels deep or personal, just very surface level stuff for these characters, and that's fine. It did its job delivering the stories for these teenagers and how they can get through the night. One standout for me is Bobby Cannavale, who plays a science teacher at the high school, and he often is cussing in class and they invite him to the party. He happens to be in the neighborhood and just ends up showing up at the party, does a shot with them. He gives them a science project as he's pouring a shot. He said he's got to leave, and that's one thing he's going to do, but you find him later on at the house doing something else, and then it appears throughout the night getting drunker and drunker, and it's absolutely hilarious. I think Bobby Cannavale was a nice little addition to this film. Overall, Incoming is just fine. It's a good comedy. It's got right amount of jokes with it. I just think they could have been raunchier and wild, and it could have just been really funny. It's got your typical generic high school moments. The template is there for this movie. They don't really go above and beyond with it all. They play itself very safe with the characters and their interactions with their peers. But it's a fun film. I had a good time watching it. It's not as good as the films that I used to watch in middle school, but I would have watched it a lot and I would have really appreciated it. But now it's just a film that feels very generic with so many years that have passed by, and so many films that have done this style and just been really good at it. Like Booksmart. Incoming feels very similar to Booksmart. It's a party in high school, but that one was really good. This one was fun, but I think it could have been a lot better. So before I give you my score for Incoming, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. If you'd like to see where Incoming ranks amongst all the other 2024 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Incoming a B-. Thank you guys for checking out my review for Incoming, the new Netflix high school comedy. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.